Yeah.
I'm not really
You
into
know, if
editing.
there's anything that you feel like you said at some point that you're like, oh,
No, fuck that. Just don't say it. No, I'm
let
playing.
me know. Let me know. This episode will drop on Friday at noon.
I'm
Oh,
like
cool.
And
I'm like the
so,
editor, but also the non-editor. She'll be like, "Hey, I said something that I'm not really into," and I'm like,
because
I'll like sell her on it. I'll justify it for her or something.
No,
You
I
know?
felt that. Yeah, it's like that's how you felt. Like you said what you meant, mean what you say.
yeah, you just got to keep it raw. You know what I
And by the
mean?
way, it's not a successful podcast unless you get canceled in 10 years.
There you go.
That's all I'm saying, baby.
Or when?
Welcome to the Side Friend Chronicles Slide Thru. We got Miss Whitney today. I feel like I'm really on a morning show right now. Is this a morning show?
It can be.
I got to figure out, is this a morning
what
show?
time they listen to it.
Or is this like an afternoon show? Because I'm still trying to figure out. Or is it like the 3 a.m. show? Did you know that's a thing these days? Like people like to like they search 3 a.m. on YouTube and it's like a huge trend. Like kids do it. Apparently teenagers.
Kids do it. Kids search that shit on YouTube. Should they even be up at that time?
No, they should not be up at that time. But the biggest trend right now on YouTube on 3 a.m. Trends is Furbies coming alive at 3 a.m. Do you remember Furbies? Do you remember that? Do you remember Furbies?
Do they look like little gremlins?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
They're like softer, like lighter colors, like pink and blue and lavender and stuff like that.
Did you ever have a Furby?
I didn't have a Furby.
I didn't have a Furby.
I had a Furby and he was
had a Teddy Rex
super creepy. Like, you know how people say don't have Ouija boards because like once you get it going, it like won't stop. Like you'll try to throw it away. The next thing you know, it's under your bed again. That's like how Furbies
It's under your bed all random. No, we had this is kind of really fucked up. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say it. You know how people like go and buy like Chucky dolls to like fuck with their kids.
Yeah.
It's just very mean.
That is very mean.
You don't think about how traumatizing that is actually for children. Just to like all at like it's a laugh for us at their expense. Like for their mental health forever. Like they're gonna need some therapy later because we wanted to think we were funny.
But these days they're actually into it for I mean, at least my daughter is, and there's this like new character that's like super popular as well called Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Oh yeah, my daughter was into that a few years ago.
That's kind of creepy. That's a devil.
Yeah,
that's like a devil.
Yeah, that's what she told me. Did you ever hear about that?
No,
you got nieces, huh?
Yeah, my nieces are the older one just turned 11 and then the younger one turns 8 in like 2 weeks, but they're definitely into like the old school Freddy, Jason, Chucky, like all that stuff. They're like gothic like my sister.
Yeah. I actually asked your sister. She wanted to come on too and she said she'd be down.
Oh, heck yeah.
I know. So
yeah, you know, we just like to have fun and whatnot. Actually,
fuck around.
Hey, so I got a question for both of you. Something that I think would be fun for the listeners. No, don't be nervous. I want to know, what is the creepiest, since we're like talking about creepy stuff right now, what is the creepiest DM you ever received in your DMs on Instagram?
Go ahead.
Whitney's
I actually just got a weird one.
Why would you even bring this up? Like, it's too early to ask these questions. Sorry.
Honestly, I'm really like thankful. People always tell me all the time, they're like, oh, you probably get hella dick pics and like weirdos, and people always assume that. Weird. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't get that much. Surprisingly, I do get them, but not like at like a extreme rate that people always think. I did get one guy and he still DMs me till this day. It's honestly not creepy. Like I don't really get like creepy stuff, but this guy will occasionally, like every couple months, like just hop in, you know, remind me that he's there. And he always offers to give me like money for nudes.
What? Does he know OnlyFans? Does he know OnlyFans? He's just trying to pay
your rent, sister.
I mean, OnlyFans is a thing now, guy. Damn.
But he offered me like $1,500 one time for nudes. And
what?
Damn, I've never been offered. I would have been in the mirror like,
Then he was being all like specific with like the type of pictures he wanted, and I'm like, first of all, don't tell me what to do. So I was already getting like an about
right.
it.
They do
like,
demanding.
Well, that's why OnlyFans is hard, because these motherfuckers are demanding as shit. Like, they expect the most bang for their like $3. You know what I mean? It's like crazy to me.
In all fairness, it is like a subscription that you're paying for, and if you want them to subscribe next month, like you kind of have to meet them halfway. But
yeah,
I'm not doing weird shit for $5.99. You know what I mean? I'm not
stringing them on. Yeah, you definitely keep stringing them on.
I just got some guy messaged me today, and he says, "Hello, goddess. My name is Bitch. I'm looking for a queen who knows how to humiliate in the best way. For video calls once a day, every day, to humiliate me and tell me when to touch and when to come. An 8-minute call, I pay $10 every day. I would love to be your bitch." And then he corrected himself and put $15 asterisk.
Whoa, wait. He said $1,500 at first and then changed it to $15.
Hell no, I didn't get no $1,500 offer. I'm a little pissed, guys.
Whitney said $1,500. Okay.
I need a $1,500. I will do a little something strange for that kind of change. You know what I mean? Like,
where got this DM? That's all I needed to hear. I would have done it then. I was like,
I would show him my whole asshole for that.
We would. Oh shit!
Hemorrhoid and all, I would do it.
Oh my gosh! Stop! It's too early in the podcast for this. Hemorrhoids though, damn, fuck, man, you bleeding from
you
both
try
holes,
squeezing two kids out of your vagina. Let's see what your asshole does.
Oh fuck, man. I hope nothing ever happens to my asshole. Damn, don't scare me, man. I'm getting to the age where I got to get my prostate checked. You know.
Tell us how old you are without telling us how old you are.
Well, I'm 32. I'm 32, going on.
I was
32.
telling us.
You know, and guys should start around this age to check for prostate. So, you know, or
so not. They don't have to go through your ass for that, do they?
No, they do. They finger.
They finger your butthole. Hey, tell them to get that sweet spot.
Whoa, time out. Hey, but real talk though, I think this is about the age when guys find out if they're gay or not, because when they get checked for the prostate, you know, they're like, oh damn, I kind of like that.
I don't think you have to be gay to enjoy a little butt play.
No,
a guy.
What do you think about that, Whitney? Do you think you have to be gay to enjoy butt play as a guy?
I can only speak from personal experience. Unfortunately, I am not a guy, or fortunately, I'm not a guy. I enjoy being a woman. No, I don't think you have to be gay to enjoy that. I think, you know, how do I say this?
However you want.
Say it.
How do I be PC about it? I don't know. I completely agree with that. You definitely don't have to be gay to.
Well, because I told Jimmy, there's this guy that I know. And like, this is a guy that I would talk to, and we're down to do like the weirdest shit and try shit with each other and stuff like that. Yeah. And he figured out that he likes to have a little, I mean, he did this, you know, I think to himself initially just to try it, and I'm here for it, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he was masturbating at the end, he did the finger in his own ass.
Whoa.
And it increased his orgasm.
Okay. Hey.
And so then he was like, you got to do that. I was like, I got you. Like, show me what I got to do. Like, I'll do this for you.
Wait, was lube involved? Fuck yeah. Was lube involved?
I don't know. Spit on his finger. I don't care. Whatever. Whatever you got to do.
I heard that some guys.
He's definitely not gay.
I know that when some guys know they got to take like a big shit, that they'll like purposely, watch some porn and do some jacking off so that they can shit and jack off at the same time because of what you just explained.
So that it pushes on that spot.
I guess I'm assuming
that is interesting. Have you ever heard that, Whitney?
I have not. This is the first.
We're learning new things here.
Whitney's like, what the?
Just, what did I get myself into with this podcast?
I don't even know, man. I don't know either. I ask myself that every day. You know what, man? Can I just tell you guys something like super random, completely off topic?
Let it out.
All right, so it's like it's not that like spectacular or nothing. Like, so on my way, this is my safe space, actually. You know, this is like my safe space, but not
this is
safe
the
space
circle of trust,
because
right
more
here.
than likely I'm gonna be canceled for all of these things that I'm saying. What are we?
We're
like,
not that popular yet, but when we get there, for sure.
No. But I'm saying, like, all right, so like I'm 37. We're 37 episodes in after this episode, right? So
Whitney's 37.
Okay, you're 37. Oh, dang, girl.
No, that's her number of episodes. Bullshit. 37.
I was about to say, aging like fine wine, girl. All right.
30. I'm in the 30 club now.
Oh, word. Okay.
Ooh, it's the best club.
Yeah. So, just based off of progress and where we know this show is headed and where the show is going, like, that's why I said, like, oh, I'm gonna be canceled. Like, not, pertaining to the existence that I'm visiting right now, because I exist in the future. So I know in 10 years this is the #1 podcast, and so I know that anyways I'm gonna get canceled in 10 years. So what I was gonna say, completely off topic, was I had another shirt on right before I got on today's episode, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put my fucking jersey on because today's game day, and I put the same shirt that I had on yesterday because it's the Side Friend Chronicles shirt. And as a matter of fact, this is my jersey, and I want everybody to know you can have this jersey too. Side Friend Chronicles merch. All you got to do is hit up Bella in the DMs, right? I said Bella, Stella. Excuse me.
EstelaTheBella.
Could you tell them how they can get the merch?
I'm gonna you guys DM me or message me on here, and then you guys could like email or DM your address and your size and hit the Venmo with the $25, and that includes shipping. We'll send Whitney a complimentary merch so she can model it for us.
Absolutely. All right, so Whitney,
my stomach keeps growling.
Are you okay over there?
I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, damn. She had Chipotle today. Would you have some Chipotle, or did you?
I don't eat Chipotle.
You don't eat Chipotle?
Oh, she did. I didn't eat Chipotle.
See, I knew I was.
I brought the snacks. I have them right here.
I knew.
Hey, there you go.
I knew I was channeling somebody's thoughts right now. All right, so Whitney, handyman with a regular job that supplies a good lifestyle, or a man that can't do shit with millies in the bank. Which way are you going?
Handyman all the way.
Hey, hold on. We got to get a little round of applause for that right quick.
Them laborers are pretty fucking hot, too. I be checking out them construction sites.
Is that right? Go ahead, Whitney. What were you going to say?
Oh, you're like...
Pull your helmet up real quick. You fucking take off your sunglasses really quick. Because they be fucking sunglass fishing us.
Have you two ever had like a plumber come into your place and you're just like, what the fuck? Or what?
No.
Hey, see, that's something like guys will never experience. There's never like a female plumber or something like that. And
no. Well, y'all are the only ones who got to call plumbers because you fucking plug the toilet all the time.
Hey, chill. Whoa.
Yeah, I've never done that to a toilet ever.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Stella, remember you were over here and the plumber came through? Or were you not here when he came
through? He came through and he thought we were doing porn.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Jimmy's house, he has the room that he's in right now. That's like his podcast room, right? And we had set it up the day before because we both have the same tapestries. I took mine there and we hung them up on the walls. We had the camera set up. We had the selfie lights up. We had our laptops there and everything. And the upstairs bathroom, like something was wrong with the shower. So the plumber came. Oh. And so when
not the toilet, by the way, not the toilet. He said we've been clogging the toilet.
Just to clarify.
I just wanted to point that out. All right, go ahead.
So I come out of I'm wearing a dress. I think I was wearing a dress because I was leaving. It was that day that I was leaving, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm coming out of the room as he's coming up the stairs, like to go to the bathroom. And like, he just like looks at me funny. And I was like, I know how this looks right now. Like, this makes this Vegas, look like that, and it's in Las Vegas,
right?
You know, so I was a porn star for a day in his mind. I think he was wondering what kind of cam girl shit we got going on, to be honest.
It definitely looked like some cam girl shit because he saw the selfie light, he saw cameras laying around and stuff. Because there was like a big camera in the room at the time, I think, right?
Sure.
Yeah, we had the camera set up on the tripod.
Yeah, totally.
Has anybody ever mistaked you for a porn star?
Yeah.
I get mistaken for tequila all the time. Does that count?
You get what?
Oh shit, tequila.
I get mistaken. Oh, Tequila. That's hilarious. Oh my god, is she still alive?
She is. She's like she dove like balls deep into like religion, and now she like shits on everybody who's not
who's how she was like 5 years ago.
It's insane.
That's hilarious.
I randomly looked her up the other day on Instagram, and I'm like, damn girl.
Wow.
She was the biggest thing during the MySpace days.
I know.
Did she get her boobs like reduced? Did she take out her silicones?
I didn't dive that deep. I just saw like all this, and I'm like, all right, well, she's doing well, so that's good.
Hey, Whitney, would you be down for MySpace to come back?
Fuck yeah, I love MySpace.
What was like your favorite thing about MySpace?
My favorite thing was like when you could go on your page and you can like add your music, and then you can add, you know, like fuck all that top 8, top 10 BS. I didn't really care about any of that stuff. That was fun too, but just like being able to personalize it, you know, like your Instagram, your bio, and that's it, and then like your, you know, whatever picture, and then people scroll through all your pictures back.
The top 8 caused so much drama back in the day, right?
Oh my god!
If they moved you from 1 to 2 or like 1 to 3,
you're like,
we're fucking beefing,
What did I do?
It's like really embarrassing to get demoted so publicly. It's humiliating.
Right. It really
was like, bitch, what?
Like, so we're just not gonna talk. You're just gonna remove me from your top 8,
right? It's like everybody's petty came out when that happened. Like,
I don't think, you know, come to think of it, I'm kind of butthurt now because I don't think I was ever anybody's like top 1, you know, like the number 1 person. Were you ever top 1, Estela?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I never was. So now I'm even more sad. What about you, Whitney? Were you ever a top 1?
My boyfriend in high school, I'm like, sir,
you must. You must.
I don't play with me.
Unless your mom has a MySpace, I should be number 1.
Is it sad that I was like 21 when MySpace was a thing? Like 21?
No way. That's not sad.
Like, I feel like when I talk to people these days, they're like, oh, MySpace in high school. And I was like, oh, I wasn't even in high school in MySpace. I was like, it was already after that.
Yeah, you are very old.
I was like 20 or 21. And I was like, what the fuck is MySpace? I remember having some fire ass selfies on my MySpace. You know, when camera quality wasn't great. So like we all were flawless. You know what I mean? Those were the days. And I was doing hair back in the day. So I had like blonde in it and like, you know, and I used to buy color contacts. So I'd put like hazel contacts in. So I was just like thinking I was fly as shit back then. You know what I mean?
Is your MySpace still active? Like, could you still go to it now? Or?
I don't think so. I wouldn't even know how to access it.
Mine is still active. You can go to mine and see me. I was so fucking skinny. Like I weighed like 160 pounds, and I wasn't even supposed to weigh that much because I was like a fat boy when I was like 18. So MySpace was still like cracking until I got to like 21, right? And I went from like 240 pounds and I dropped like 70 pounds, right? Everybody thought that I was just like off of hella ecstasy, right? They're like, oh, how the fuck did you lose so much weight? So anyways,
cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I know. They were like, oh, hold on, I got you. Yeah, so like everybody thought I was like on drugs or some shit. I
would think so.
I was never on drugs, by the way. All I was doing was just like a lot of cardio. I was eating like a cat. I was, eating tuna out the can, chicken breast out the can. I was just like motivated to lose weight. So I got to like 160 from 240 or whatever. So, like 70 plus pounds right there. I'm not even doing the math right now.
He's like Jared from Subway.
Yeah.
Minus the pedophilia.
we gotta let Stella get her funnies off because she loves clowning on me. But yeah, anyways, yeah, it's still up there right now, and yeah, like it's pretty embarrassing. I probably should like figure out a way to delete it actually. But I mean, there's like a footprint of all of us these days on the internet somehow. It's kind of scary actually, right?
Yeah, I feel that. I try to be as transparent but as private on my social as possible. Like I'm a normal human being, regular schmegular, but at the same time, like if I'm going through some shit, you're not gonna know. But
Right.
in that moment, you're not gonna know. But yeah, no, I feel that. There's a lot of like creepers, guys, girls, friends, family. It's like people are just always looking. Like people will watch this and they'll be like, oh my God, that plant, you know, and they're gonna like dive, like, is it real? Is it fake? Like, and
Right.
like, bro, like I'm right here, you know, like don't worry about the plant. It's cool. Like it's not a big deal, you know?
How do you feel about like when you're out doing stuff? Because like I follow you on social media, so I'm like, okay, she's in Southern California somewhere, you know, in these places. I don't like to put locations of places like ever. And if I do, I don't post the picture until I've already left the place. People are fucking weird.
Oh yeah, that's how you got to do it. Yeah, you got to protect yourself. That's the way to do it. I mean, I assume that's how most people do it these days. I've done it like that.
No, people will post shit like where and tag where they're at, like right that second.
Yeah, like they want people to know they're there.
Yeah, and I don't play that game.
Well, I'm with you. I'll wait till like after, or sometimes I'll even wait like a day after, and they'll be like, "Oh, are you still there?" I'm like, "Oh, that was from yesterday."
Yeah. Right. And it's still some like worrisome to me because if I'm posting like the general area I'm at, I know it's like it's kind of a small world. Like I know it's a big world, but it's also kind of a really small one. So it's like if someone's motivated enough, they're gonna find you. Like it's not hard.
I used to hike frequently when I lived down in San Diego, and like not like intentionally, but I had like made a routine for myself. And I would like go to the same spot all the time, usually around the same time. And I would, you know, at that time I was posting it when I was there, like there at that moment. And I did have a couple people like, "Oh, I saw you," or like, "Oh, hey, are you still there?" And I'm like, "No, I left." And, or I would see that they had messaged me, but then I had also seen that they like were pulling up like there. And I'm just like, holy shit, dude. Like, first of all, I didn't invite you.
Yeah.
Second of all, there's like other locations where you could hike. Like it was just kind of weird. I'm like,
yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, speaking of hiking spots, have you two ever been to the Potato Chip Rock in San Diego?
Oh my God, it's insane. That's the hard. It's so fucking hard.
Do you go like the hard way is going from like Lake Poway?
Yeah,
it's like 7.5 miles round trip. It's pretty gnarly. I took my kids and they were pissed at me because I'm like, "Oh, it's just a little hike, guys, no big deal." And it was hot as fuck. It's, you know, like 7.5 miles round trip. They were so mad at me because we've taken them the other way too, like up the pavement, like and that's just steep as fuck. That's like, holy God, like choose your hard, man, because both ways suck.
Right.
For a picture, I didn't take a picture because I don't like that line that they have up there. A bunch of people just trying to get their picture up there.
Is it a big line of people
sometimes,
trying to take pictures?
Yeah.
Oh damn. Hey, so there's a similar hike in the Bay Area, and damn, I can't remember the city. It's like right across the Golden Gate Bridge, right? All right, so it's called Alamere Falls. Anybody know about it? You two know about it? All right. So it's kind of similar, Stella. Actually, it's a 7-mile round trip. I took Erica on that hike when we went there, like while we were dating or whatever. Funny story, because she not sprained, but she had a cramp in her calf, and I damn near had to carry her back. I just thought that she wanted me to like touch upon her or something like that. Anyways, all right, so it's called Alamere Falls, about 7 miles. I'm super scared of fucking mountain lions and shit like that, by the way. And there was like big signs like, "Oh,
did you
watch
take
out."
Your sticks and tap it like what is that, the Parent Trap?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I don't. Anyways,
He's like, yeah,
Whitney does because she's cool.
All right, yeah. I fuck with Whitney. Yeah, fuck with Whitney. Hey. All right, so it's 7 miles, right? So, but the kicker is like once you get like halfway, you're at Alamere Falls. It's a waterfall that's going into a beach and like running off into the ocean. So it's like super beautiful and what have you. So, like it's a cool ass like date hike, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to go there with the woman that you're courting or whatever. Shout out to E. Love you, baby. So you have to hike down you have to climb down like damn near like a cliff to get to the falls. And like if you're not like athletic at all, like there's no possible way you'll be able to take this awesome photo. So just to kind of piggyback off of like your experience with your kids and them being pissed, like I just remember like looking at Erica, she was looking at the climb that she had to like walk down, and she was just like, are you gonna help me? I was like, yeah, I got you. And it's not easy. Like I almost fell for sure, but I was like, not trying to like fall on my ass. Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of pictures. I've never even heard of that place because I feel like with Instagram these days, because of the geotagging, like all these dope spots are just blown out. There's so many people all there just to get their Instagram photo rather than to like be there and actually see the site. And like, I haven't seen a lot of that. So maybe it is really hard to get to.
Damn near. Can I like do something like kind of fun for the listeners and for YouTube right now? Like, can we do it? Can I get it exploded?
Dude, I'm like we're just like quiet. No. Like, what the fuck are you up to, bro?
You're always like prepared for me.
I don't trust it.
No. I don't got nothing up my sleeve. All I want you all to do is everybody right now, if you can, look up hashtag Alamere Falls right now. Can we do that? Do we have enough time to do that?
How do you spell it?
I'm gonna spell it out for everybody right now. Let me know when you're ready.
Don't be on some fuck shit right now.
No, I got you. Right, it's gonna be like that black dude, the big black cock. Like
I know. Okay, how do I spell it?
All right, ALAMERE space falls FALLS on hashtag, and look that up. And
there's no space between the E and F, by the way.
Oh yeah, because it's a hashtag. All right.
Oh, that is a cool.
You see
spot. I'm trying to go and get my Instagram picture there.
I told you.
What do we
see? I told you I got you all.
Road trip.
You know what I'm saying? All right, we got. You know what? Fuck this. We gotta get some music.
That is you're stupid.
I'm just out here dropping gems for the listeners. If you ever go to the Bay Area, just know you gotta go to Alamere Falls. Super lit.
It looks pretty.
The lady will be impressed.
I've never seen like waterfalls go into the ocean like that.
Yeah, it's super fun too. I don't know how.
Alrighty.
I don't know how I feel about like hikes though, as far as like the animals go, because like, did you see that video where that dude was like being stalked by
a cougar?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I did see that. That's so scary.
Well, he fucked up. He was like checking out her babies or something. Like, if you see cubs, don't try to save them from the wild. You keep your ass away because their mom is likely nearby.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna get a cub for a pet because you think his mom ditched him. Like, their moms leave them all the time to go get them food. Like, I mean, leave them the fuck alone.
Why would anybody want a cub for a pet though? That's like,
you know how people are. People will straight go and get alligators for pets, and then once they're too big, they go release them somewhere they shouldn't. Mm-hmm. It's like that's happened like in ponds and like areas that like you don't think of fucking alligators there, because there's like there was this pond in Oregon when I lived in Eugene, right? Mm-hmm. And it was like it's this little pond that people go for walks around. It's like it's not necessarily paved, but kind of in some places it is. But it's a pond, and then there's turtles and fucking ducks and shit like that, and you're like close to the water. There's just brush, kind of like it's a very narrow path. And I guess that one time someone released their illegal pet that was an alligator into that fucking pond. Like, if that shit got big enough, I'd take my kids there for walking when they were like 4 and 6. Is like, I don't need my toddler running, having a good ass time looking at ducks to get snatched up by a fucking alligator. Like, it's dangerous. People do dumb shit.
That would be like that time at Disneyland or Disney World in Florida where that kid got snatched up by an alligator. But that sounds like something that would happen in Florida.
Did that kid die?
I mean,
he got eaten up.
Oh my God, I don't remember that story.
Oh shit.
COVID, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago, probably, Whitney. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. COVID definitely threw our timelines off, didn't it?
Disoriented.
Yeah. It's
Are you a Disneyland goer, Whitney?
I was, yeah. I had like the pass and stuff like that too. I wasn't like a crazy, like, how some people get all with the pins and they know all the secret spots. I was never like that. I would just go on the same like 3 or 4 rides and be like, all right, let's do it. But yeah, I miss it for sure, especially now that I live closer.
Just get a couple of like Instagram pictures or whatnot.
No, not even that. Like, to be honest, I would just go enjoy myself.
What's your favorite ride at Disneyland?
Hey.
What is it?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean. Sorry, I cut off.
I fuck with pirates.
I think that was mine too. I liked Indiana Jones as well.
Sure, yeah. That's probably third favorite.
I feel like I am a modern day pirate because I just be after the booty. Just playing. All right.
And your wife walks in. What?
Hey, Whitney, you should like check out last night's episode, the one that we dropped today. Because oh shit, wait. Right now, people are listening. It's Friday right now. But the Tuesday episode that we dropped, my wife walks in like at maybe like the 50-minute mark, and she popped out a couple titties.
She a real one.
She's a real one. Yeah. She's
we love it.
What about you? You think you'd be about that lifestyle? Like, do you think that's like good for like a healthy relationship? Just do random acts of kindness like that, or what?
Absolutely. You better be reciprocating is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, just pop your dick out while she's podcasting.
Oh yeah, what's the big deal?
It's like psh, put it on the table, put it on her shoulder.
Do you have a podcast, Whitney?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Do you have a podcast?
I don't know.
Have you ever thought about after this? Have you ever thought about doing a podcast?
I have. Yeah. I just haven't exactly figured out my
target audience.
Yeah, target audience. On my Instagram, obviously, like I like to keep it light. I like to keep it fun. I like to keep everybody entertained. I'm not really one to try to educate and like push my opinion on anybody. It's like I have my stuff, I believe in my things, like it is what it is, but I always try to keep it entertaining and fun and inspiring and stuff like that. But a huge thing that I'm trying to do with it now, and I want to specifically shift it, is like empowering women and like inspiring women, or just inspiring people in general. I do get guys that will actually like comment, like DM me too, and they'll say like, hey, like I love your shit, like it's funny, it's light, it's relatable, it's personal, this and that. So it's cool that guys can relate to it too. I try not to shit on them too much, but a lot of the time I do shit on them.
Hey.
And there's an audience for that.
but it's like it strikes conversation though, right?
Totally. Yeah, no, for sure. And so like I said, I try to keep it light and fun and all that stuff on my story. So I've thought about it, but I honestly, I don't think I could do it alone, to be honest. I think I would need something like this, like with other people. Because if it were up to me, I just wouldn't do it. I'd be like, nobody wants to hear me. Nobody cares what I have to say, so. Yeah.
Well, like you could do it. Like I've thought about doing it, like, because.
Whoa! Time you want to kick me off the show? Is that what you're doing with
dummy.
This? What the fuck?
No. I had thought about if he wasn't down to do something like this with me, because I've wanted to podcast for a really long time. Was I would do it by myself, but I would just like interview people like this. That way you're having a conversation with someone every single time, but it might not be the same person every time. So it's like your show.
But you know what I realized, Stella? It can't be like an interview though. Like it's got to be just like kicking it, because if it's like an interview,
I think it can be a little both.
Yeah. I think if you have like, a couple questions, it kind of keeps it in, it's not like all over the place. It's not like a total show. But like a couple questions or a couple topics to ask, and then you guys go into just
build off that.
Yeah, I think that would be good. But there are a couple that are out there where it's like hard to follow, because it's like one episode is like super straightforward, they have their topics or questions, and then another one or another episode it's like a total shit show, and it's like, okay, well, like what's this,
where's the organization here?
Well, speaking of that, I actually wanted to ask you my next question, Miss Whitney. All right, so my next question is: should significant others go through phones if no suspicions are present?
Oh my gosh. I personally have never been somebody to go through my significant other's phone. This last relationship that I was in was super toxic and unhealthy.
Was he a Pisces?
He was an Aries.
Oh, he's the next one.
Isn't that your sign? Continue, Whitney.
Never again. I'll never.
Yeah, there's something else, those Aries.
Like, this guy is insane, but he was like super he's a fucking asshole. So I ended up finding out like towards the end of us dating that he went through my phone. And he knew like my passcode, like I didn't have anything to hide, and I went through his one because I never felt that I needed to, but because he always had his phone with him. Like he was that guy that would take it when he would pump gas.
Yeah. That's red flag.
Oh, 100.
How many scarves did you make with those flags, sister?
Yeah. So this guy, like even then, he was like kind of shady, and I still was just like, I'm not going to do that, but the guy before that, I was with him for almost 8 years. He was the guy that I was engaged to. So that was my homeboy. Like he was my best friend. And there was never a point where there was no like trust or, we respected each other. We were loyal. Like he was my best friend. So, and we lived together. So I never like felt the need to go through his phone. Even then, I'm just like, dude, like I'm the type of person where if I'm not feeling right about a situation, like I could just ask him straight out. But even then, if they were lying, like I always ended up finding out in the end the truth.
Yeah.
So to me, it was never worth me losing like my sanity to be like, I need to know now. But I think if you feel like you need to go through your significant other's phone, it's for a reason. But you should be able to have that trust with that person where it's like, hey, dude, like, what's going on? Or for a girl, like why are you
I feel like if you feel like you need to, then you're probably not in the right relationship,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, for sure. Well, can I say this? I think that I'm completely on your team with most of the things you just said, Whitney. But I gotta say,
what do you mean, but?
I think that like we're so like attached to our phones these days. Like even like with me as of today, like I'll take my phone with me to the shower. I'll take my phone with me to the gas pump, like you just said, and like wherever else. And I think it's more of an attachment thing. Like I feel like, oh, like I might get like a text. I don't even think about it, right? Like I just said, like, oh, I might think that it's a text message. No, I don't.
Are you playing devil's advocate right now?
I mean, lightweight, yeah, because like I really think that we're all so attached to our phones these days. So I do those things, and even with me doing those things, I mean, I might just have like the perfect match for myself and my wife. But what's up, baby? Anyways, yeah. So like, like I do those things, and I feel like it's just natural, right? Like I would hope, like after so many years of doing those kind of things, that doesn't like provoke any kind of like thoughts that I'm being promiscuous in any kind of ways.
Well, on that note, so there's attachment to your phone, and then there's other probably little behaviors that probably suggest that maybe this person, like, there's probably other things that were fishy about the guy too. So when he's taking his phone to the gas pump, it's not necessarily just an attachment thing. It's like, okay, it's connecting fucking dots that he's probably leaving here and there, you know, like, I don't think that any woman is just like, this motherfucker be taking his phone to the gas pump. Like, what's going on?
I guess
no, it's other shit he's probably doing that like makes you question everything, you know, so that you can do something that innocent, like, oh, like it's a habit.
Like I ended up finding out towards the end, like when we broke up, like he tried coming at me and saying like, oh, you know, I went through your phone and I saw you're trying to move out with Alice, one of my, you know, best girlfriends. And he's like, when were you planning on telling me? I feel like you're using me. And I'm like, bro, like you went through my phone when? Like, and he had my code, so I had nothing to hide. You know what I mean? So like for him to tell me at the end that he went through my phone and he was going through conversations with my homegirls, like, what were you looking for? Did you think this guy's fucking name under Alice, who you know is like a sister to me?
He's all looking at your texts with Pizza Hut, Domino's, Popeyes.
Right.
You know, so the fact that I ended up finding out at like in the end, I had no clue that he was going through my phone, and it made me think like he was going through it when I was like in the shower or asleep. Like I had yeah. And so when I'm thinking about it, like homeboy took his phone to the gas station or to the bathroom just to take a piss. Like it's because he in his mind thought that I was doing the same thing. Like
it was like a guilty conscience thing. Like
I'm just like, and like you said, among other things, that multiple red flags. It's just like no, like no, that's not
yeah. My I don't have nothing to hide from my wife, and she went through my phone like randomly. I don't think she's gone through my phone, and she's probably gonna be mad that I even tell this story right now. But just for like
Jimmy's about to get fucking no titties for you, Jimmy.
Nah, man, but just for podcasting purposes. Shut up, Whitney. Just for podcasting purposes. So she went through my phone like out of nowhere. Like I don't think she's gone through my phone in like 2 years. Like for real. Like I've been such a loving, loyal, faithful husband that like she's definitely had no reason to do that. But she did it like randomly one day, and she found some shit. Obviously, you know, I'm not like, you know, trying to text like no women or nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't me being promiscuous or anything of that nature, but I was subscribed to a couple women on OnlyFans.
Like
shit, if you're gonna be paying their rent, like kick down on mine. Damn.
Well, time out.
That's what I would be mad. I mean, y'all are married, but if like my guy was like subscribing to OnlyFans of chicks, that's cool. But what you got on my bills?
Yeah, bro.
That's what I want to know.
But like
charity starts in your casa, right?
So
So
like you know, like being married, like you gotta have like multiple understandings. You can't just like, it's so different than dating. Like obviously, like as a married couple, like you gotta understand people on a different level. So obviously she knows that I'm attracted to women, right? So that's something that she must know as a married woman. Like she must know that like human nature.
Can't you get Pornhub stuff for free?
Yeah. But it's
I gotta
different.
pay for the OnlyFans.
But like I'm not trying to like justify the OnlyFans, but like I will. It's like so basically like only
it's like she's a regular schmegular girl. It's not some like porn star. It's like, oh my God, this is Casey who whatever. It's like
exactly.
I feel that.
You're nailing it, Whitney. Like
I don't know. I feel both ways about it. I think it could go either way because the glamorous porn star is less attainable. You know what I mean? Like she's more like.
But that's her job. Boring.
No, yeah, totally. Yeah, that's true.
Whitney.
That's true. That's true.
Fuck yeah, Whitney. Finally, somebody's on my side. Hold on, time out. Hold on.
No. I'm trying to say where I think Erica's coming from. I'm just trying to say where I think she's coming from with this. But like, she got upset about it. This is why. Like, because it is Jane from like 2 towns down that you could probably talk to at some point. You know what I mean?
But that won't happen because you're like
obviously
subscribing on
not.
OnlyFans. It's kind of like when you go to the strip club and you're paying a stripper for a lap dance. Like, she's not gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
But on OnlyFans, you're able to have conversations with people.
Yeah, but like these chicks, like obviously, like the guys don't have their fucking profile picture and their fucking Instagram profile on.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I get it. Trust me, I do your thing. Like, if my man wants to look at some chicks, like, get your fucking rocks off, pal. Like, like that's good. I don't care. But I'm saying that where I think that women get upset at that versus that is like, okay, so I mean, people meet people, right? People meet people online all the time. You know what I mean? Like, that's a reality of today. People meet their significant others, Tinder, Grindr, Bumble, Instagram.
It's nothing like those.
All these places.
Right. Okay.
I mean, sure, maybe not for you, but you can't say for certain that that's not the case for other people.
Right. You might be right. Yeah. You probably.
That's all I'm coming from.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, anyways, the next day. So the next day, like, you know, like she got at me about it. There's more to
the story. I like it.
I mean, a little bit, like she got at me about it, and like she, you know, she wasn't like super mad, but she was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, you spent, like, she went to my shit, like, and saw what I spent on there. Like, she must have like typed in OnlyFans, and you know, she's seen what I spent on there, and she's like
bank statements. Is it an absurd amount of money?
Nah, it wasn't absurd.
Like, is it like utility bill money, or is it like?
Yeah, it's like utility bill money.
Damn.
Yeah. No, chill. Like, so this is what they do.
I'd be mad. I'd be pissed.
This is how they get the guys, though.
Money.
Hey, listen, this is how they get the guys, though. They're like, you know, like, you subscribe.
That's why she's mad. She don't give a fuck about these bitches. You're spending a couple $100 on a chick.
Man, but man, I know, man, it's out of pocket. No, I agree. But so, anyways, like, she goes, all right, so it's like my off day, right? You know, so she goes to work or whatever, and I'm like, man, fuck it, whatever. I went back on there, and I was about to look at it, and she deleted my credit card info off of there. So I went to go buy it, and it was like, add a credit card. I was like, she did not delete my credit card off of OnlyFans. So yeah. Anyways, busting myself out on the podcast like I usually do. Yeah,
we are here for it.
Yeah,
better you than me.
Tell us more.
Hey, the truth heals, right?
Mm-hmm.
The truth, and this is
what's done in the dark will come to light.
What's done in the dark, that's true too. What's done in the dark will always come to light. So
it's true.
You know,
only a matter of time.
To you know, to go back to the whole, like, you know, like people going through the phone thing or whatnot. Like, you don't always got to do that, because, I mean, honestly,
check
like
your bank statements.
That too, or you know, like there's always ways to find out, like, what's done in the dark will come to light. So
for sure. I think with dating now too, it's like I haven't been in a serious relationship in 3 years. Like that last one, that guy was a total doozy. So I think with dating now, with the amount of like social media and stuff like that everybody has, I can see why people would want to, you know, why they would feel the need to go through their significant other's phone. So I get that. Like I said, I can't come from like a place of knowing, because even with like previous homeboy, I didn't feel the need to do that. Like, we weren't even following each other on social. Well, actually, he would look at mine, but like his page was like private, like weird shit like that. But I didn't care because I still had nothing to hide, you know. I'm just like, yeah. Bro, whatever, you know, like go ahead. Look
what you see is what you get.
Hey,
so I could see why people now would think that that's something that they might feel like they need to do. But
hey, I got a question, Whitney. Like, do women these days like really have to get lucky to find the right guy, or like is there certain things you could look for, like for instance on a social media profile, to maybe like signify like, hey, this guy might be all right? Or do you think that it's really just a fucking like what do they call it, a crapshoot? Yeah. Is it really a crapshoot whenever you talk to a guy? Or
it's hard. I feel like I've I've always wanted to like genuinely meet somebody like the old school way, like person to person. I've never had the desire to meet anybody online.
Yeah.
I think with my social media, like I mentioned before, I like to keep it surface level. It's like it's me, but it's me on a surface level. It's not really me as a person. And so when people see me on social, especially guys, you know, a lot of guys like to treat my Instagram like a Tinder or fucking Bumble. And it's just like, that's not why I have that, you know? So I get it. Like it comes with the territory, you know, like my page is public and stuff like that. But it is hard. Like I have met a couple guys on social, and a lot of them do like to pretend that they are looking for something serious. And I'm pretty straightforward. Like, it's just like, hey, dude, if you want to keep this casual, just let me know so I know to keep my feelings out of it. Like, I'm a grown ass woman.
Right.
I know, you know, like we could be adults about this. Like, if it's just physical, let me know, and I know how to approach a situation.
Right.
So I try to have that conversation with these guys, you know, right off the bat, and they're like, no, like I'm tired of the game. Like you know, you're different, la la la, like all that bullshit. They feed you that shit. And then when it comes to it, you know, I haven't really met a lot of guys, but there have been a couple that I have met on social, like actually met up with and stuff like that. And when they meet me, I feel like they're just like, oh, okay, like this girl has depth, you know, like I'm not like just surface.
Right.
And for them, I feel like it's not something that they can handle. And so it's on social, it's like I can only put so much out there, and I do try to, like I said, I try to be real and honest, but I'm still very private about my life. So I think what they're used to is that surface person, and then when I tell them, hey, I need something real, I need something like,
they're like, whoa,
yeah, like that's not what I signed up for.
Yeah, that's not this chick on IG.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Told you with my words to your face, if you want something casual, then that's cool, like let's be casual. And they're like, no, you know. And so it is hard, it's really hard. I don't like meeting people on social, but with all of this pandemic and the everything shutting down, I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll be alone. And I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah.
Do you get bored easily?
I get bored.
Damn, hit her with the zinger. Oh shit. Oh shit.
No, I'm the type of person, like I need like intellectual conversation. Like I need stimulating conversation.
Don't ask me what I'm wearing every goddamn day. And that's just all you fucking ask.
Yeah, like don't ask me what I'm doing. Like WID every 2 hours, bro. Yeah. I'm still at home. Yeah. I'm still in bed. Or I'm still at work. Like, stop asking me WID. And if you can't even spell it out, just lose my number.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like WID?
Right.
Shit crazy and
I'm sorry, what?
They hit you with what are they called? Acronyms. Yeah, they hit you with the acronyms.
Yeah. LMK.
Mating call. And I'm just like,
mating call.
That's what it is these dudes, like, they really do hit you up on social media, and like they want to flirt but what it all comes down to is they just want to fuck you, but they don't want you fucking anybody else. And so that's why they talk to you the way that they do, right? They try to make you, they'll like breadcrumb you and like lead you on and shit, and then they don't want shit. You know what I mean? They just want the benefits and not the responsibility of like a relationship.
100%.
It's super whack. Especially in your 30s. Like, I feel like ever since when we get older and we start to get like more independent and self-sufficient, like as women, and like you're single for a long time, like I have been and you have been, and you're just so comfortable on your own, right? And it's going to take somebody really like extraordinary to like change that and like add value to your life. And these dudes are like intimidated.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of work for them, and they're lazy and they don't want to fucking do it. They just want a submissive ass chick that's going to roll over and like take it.
Do ladies know extraordinary when they come across it though? Because maybe they're setting
I think a lot of these dudes
like
to, I don't think you're setting your expectations too high. Why should we have to settle because they can't fucking
It's
raise
not about
to the
settling,
level?
but like if you're thinking like, oh, I gotta have extraordinary, and
Well,
then the guy is being
Extraordinary
extraordinary,
could
but
be like a state of mind though. Like,
we're
bro,
literally asking for the minimum, like time, truth, attention. Like you don't have to dine me, bro, but like communicate.
It's crazy that that's extraordinary right now though, because that's how low the fucking bar is. Like that when you're actually decent, it seems like it's just this like unreachable place. And it's like, nah, dude, like
it wouldn't be unrealistic to want like a stimulating or an intellectual conversation with somebody that you're
on top of all the other shit that they want. Like,
no,
that's
like,
it.
I'm not asking. I can assure you, I am not a high maintenance girl. Like I really don't require much. I'm fully self-sufficient. I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
Like things that I'm asking for don't require or don't cost anything.
Exactly.
I think a lot of guys have no idea what wifey material is these days.
Yeah. Well, and all it takes is like, you know, on Instagram, like I said, like they like to use your Instagram as their Tinder or their Bumble or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they're shooting you that heart eye emoji, like think of the effort that fucking takes. You click on the picture, you
like
send the heart
one
emoji,
of your most used emojis.
and then you go to the next girl and you send the same one. Like one of these girls is going to eventually respond, right? Like
you're going to be like, oh my God, thank you.
Stop it.
Oh my God.
Just like
me?
Right?
Oh my God.
Hey.
Stop.
Have either of you been asked on a Valentine's date yet?
No. I don't ever really get Valentine offers. Like I'm serious. I really think I intimidate the fuck out of these dudes. Like people think that my DMs are super poppin' too. It's maybe the same like 2 or 3 guys that have the fucking balls to like ever say anything to me anyways. And it's dudes that, you know, I feel bad saying this, but
say it.
it's, you know, 2 out of 3 definitely I'm never going to fucking give you a chance, bro. Like, sorry, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, the other ones probably it's like a distance thing. It's like a weird situation, whatever, you know. Where was I going with this?
I asked you, have you got a Valentine's Day yet?
Oh yeah, I just don't get those kind of offers. I don't get serious men. I get men saying they want to take me out or do these things, right? And I've gone on dates, you know, before.
Mm-hmm.
And
obviously,
and they'll talk to you enough, and if they don't feel like they're gonna get that physical shit from you as soon as they want it, they'll either back off or they'll kind of like keep you engaged enough so that maybe like play the long game, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But nothing serious.
I think if guys stop focusing on like the quick nut, like man, like they would find so much more in whoever it is that they're talking to, that it might, you know, might sway them in a direction that they really need to go. Like really understand like the person that they're talking to. Like it can't always be about like attraction and how you're sexually attracted to somebody and how you want to fuck somebody. Like it can't be that all the time. Like I understand like if the guy, like look, if you're like 21, 22, 23 or whatever, like all right, look, I kind of understand because you're at like damn near like your prime at that point and all you want to do is fuck. Like you got
and
like
we're at our prime at this point. Let me tell you the things a 30-year-old woman is willing to do.
But like the thing, like what you can like gain in life from like getting to know somebody on a different kind of level is like unparalleled to just wanting to fuck somebody. Like
I think the thing with society right now, just in general, is we live in a world now where everything is based off of instant gratification, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So when this is what I've learned just in dating since I got out of my like, you know, last relationships is people are always looking for the next best thing. And I feel like that also includes relationships. So when you have your slave device right here, fully charged, even 20%, you don't even need it to be fully charged.
Right.
You can have every app. You can have Twitter, you can have Facebook, you could have MySpace, you could have Instagram, you could have all of the dating apps, you could have Reddit, you could have Google, you could have Craigslist, any of these apps, right? And you have so many like interactions with people. And if I have like, it reminds me of high school. Like if I have a boyfriend right now, I have 3 other boyfriends also lined up. So when I get rid of this guy,
as you should, yeah.
but that's how everybody operates now.
They keep their options open. Yeah. There's always, you know, something probably better is going to pop up.
Right.
So they're not going to commit.
These days, right?
They're not going to commit just in case someone better shows up in their fucking DMs or something.
Girl or guy on their, you know, what is it, Explore page, and they're like, "Who's this girl?" And then shot, or "Who's this guy?" And then it also becomes another option for them. So it's this idea of there's always going to be something better. And so when you have somebody in front of them, whether they value them to the fullest or not, they're always subconsciously thinking of the next better thing, or, you know, that there's always going to be something better for them. So I think that's the problem with dating now, or just trying to be in a serious relationship with people, is that they always have somebody in the back of their mind, well, when this fails or if this fails, I have homegirl or homegirl.
I got backup plan right here. Plan B, plan C.
So
the roster, the bench, they're warming up.
It's there. It's there. This is my person for now. And if or when it doesn't work, I already have my plan.
Right. That's why people need to spend some time alone.
Or just,
I don't think people know how to be alone. No, and like when you don't know how to be alone, like that is the kind of behavior you have. Because like if you don't even know you, how do you know what you want? And like, I think when you finally know what you really want, like you're less likely to behave that way.
Yeah, 100%. I think I've spent enough time alone where it's actually, of course, I saw it in a meme. It's like I spent so much time by myself or alone and loving myself and taking care of myself and building myself up that I'm so afraid to let somebody in and then have them completely rob me of that.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like,
it's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, like I've worked so hard. I pay my own bills. I have my own apartment. I take care of myself. And it's just like, if somebody's going to come into my life, like they need to be able to add value to that. I'm in my lane. I'm minding my business. I'm drinking my staying in my lane. And if somebody's going to come in, you need to keep up with my pace. You can't you can't like slow me down. If anything, speed me up. Like, hey, like push me, you know? But if you will be in my lane, you need to be able to keep up or push me, or vice versa. And these people, it's like they try to like swerve right in, and it's like, dude,
put like a little fucking stick in your spokes.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, like leave me out of your fuck shit. Like go do your that's fine. Like go do you, boo boo. Like, but leave me out of it. Like, why are you gonna drag me into your bullshit? Like, and that's what I don't understand. Like, you saw me doing my thing on my grind, and then you swerve right in, fuck my shit up, and now it's like, where are you? Nowhere to go, you know? And it's a pain in the ass.
It sounds like a pain in the ass. But you just spit bars right now, so I gotta give it a little hand clap to
this motherfucker's spitting.
Damn. Do people read books anymore? Do you think people read books or what?
No, I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I have like actual books. My laptop is actually sitting on some of my books, and I'm trying to get in the habit of actually reading like the actual book, but I am guilty of like having my audibles. Again, it just comes down to convenience.
That counts though.
Totally, yeah. And so I don't think it's out there, you know, like I on my social, I try not to follow like the Instagram baddies and a whole lot of celebrities and people that I feel like I can't relate to, because it makes me feel like shit, you know, like I can't relate to these people. So when I would, you know, I never really saw them talking about like books that they're reading or audibles or, you know, anything like that, where they're trying to expand their mind. So for me, that's what I try to focus on, is like, if I'm going to be on like bitch all day, if I'm going to be on Instagram all day, which I know I am, I need to be in a space where I'm being, like it's
motivated, like
all right. So if guys but people in general. But I'm just gonna say this just based off of everything we just spoke about in the last 5-10 minutes. If guys aren't reading books right now, then they're definitely not taking the time to gain knowledge in other areas, and the area being like women, like in hearing and getting to know somebody in that kind of aspect, because it takes time to read a book and you gain knowledge. After all, when you're reading a book, you are gaining information from what another person is writing.
Yeah.
So what I'm, starting to realize, like even just like doing podcasts, right? Like I'm talking to people and I'm gaining knowledge, right?
Mm.
And it's almost like the kind of time that you would take to sit down and read a book. So I'm starting to think like, damn, like people really have lost all the patience that they could have used to be able to gain some kind of knowledge. Like if they're not reading books, they're definitely not taking the time to gain something from somebody such as a woman other than sex.
It's
And
not
that's
even just
wild.
that though. What it is too is when you stop actually reading pages, like actual pages, and your brain is used to scanning, right? Because nowadays we don't have to read the encyclopedia to find an answer. We just type in the answer. Google does it for us, pulls it up right there. So your brain literally trims off like neurons and shit and things that you don't use. So if you're not using your ability to like read pages, like you start to actually lose the ability to do so. You're unable to focus. And that's why people, like I'm sure we know and we get it, is when we try to read now, I know me, I have to do it a couple of times because it's hard for me to focus.
I feel you.
And that's what it is you're literally losing like people who go and they stay in the dark all the time, right? You go blind from that. You become unable to see in light. It's like atrophy that happens inside your brain. You don't use it, you lose it. And that's definitely what happens. There's actually a book about it. It's called The Shallows, and it's what the internet is doing to your brain. And that's it. You become so trained in scanning. You're scanning. You're not reading. And you lose the ability to do so. And I think you lose a lot of like critical thinking skills in that as well. Like you don't have to think about anything and come to these conclusions and really like ponder if you're scanning and getting your information quickly without having to look it up or read through it. Not to mention the blue light. So it's true. It's science. It's a thing. It's a thing. So think about that, people.
I haven't done this in like 30 minutes. Hold on, somehow I gotta. You were literally just dropping bars. Oh my gosh, this is why you're my co-host. Oh, okay, all right. But damn.
But seriously, it's a thing. It's a real thing.
Man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
People are fucking up. Fucking up.
We just had like an intense, deep conversation for like the last 20 minutes.
For sure.
I feel like the whole time was pretty good. Like
no, the whole
I'm
time
happy about this episode.
The whole time has been great, but like the last 20 minutes is like done it for me. Like I'm like this right now. I'm just like
I think this episode with Whitney is a good one, and I hope people enjoy it. And also Miss Whitney is going to do some microblading on these brows. Yesterday in our episode, we talked about how light they are and you can't really see them. And this is why I like really need this shit, because I come from a time when tweezing them really thin was the shit to do, and now it's like brows are the shit to do, and it's like, well, they don't really grow back. This is kind of a problem.
Wait, time out. I could do microblading too. I got you.
Fuck out of here. So one of these days I'm going to be recording. How long does it take to heal?
So they take about, I'd say like about 3 to 4 weeks for them to fully heal, and then you have to come back and see me for your touch up in the 4 or 5 week mark, and then after that for a year. So it's total, yeah.
So while they're healing, don't put makeup on them.
You can't put makeup on them. You can put makeup around them. I provide it's like a healing balm or like a healing salve that you put on top of them. But you just want to keep them out of like sun. Like obviously don't go swimming in like chlorine or ocean water while healing. You want to treat them like open wounds and just take really good care of them.
Yeah, I do like micro needling on my skin sometimes. Like once every 4 to 6 weeks, I use like the derma pen and I do that on my own skin. And I treat that like a fucking sunburn for like at least 4 days. I'm like a hat, the mask, sunglasses, like I'm a fucking celebrity out here in these streets hiding.
Is that what attracts?
I mean, the face tattoo, so you just want to be.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Is that what attracts all the guys with the micro dicks?
Hey,
I don't know. I didn't know that even average size penises existed until we did the Google search. Did you know the average penis size is like 5 inches?
No, I didn't know that.
I was like, that seems a little small. I said that to Jimmy. He's all, that's average. I was like, he's like, yeah, but you only fuck with guys who are super tall. And I was like, that's true.
Yeah, and probably usually super tall guys have bigger dicks. So.
Oh, not in my experience.
Oh shit!
I just thought I think I've just gotten really lucky.
I'm blessed.
Exactly. The gods favor me. Blessed and highly favored.
How does it feel to be God's favorite?
You know, it felt pretty good, let me tell you.
Oh fuck.
0 complaints.
No goddamn reason.
Hey, I'm less blessed in other areas, you know. It's called balance. Can't have it all.
Fuck, man. That's some good shit. I had something else on my mind, like when you were talking, Stella. I can't even think of it now. You were talking about microblading and makeup. Oh, I was gonna say, are you a makeup artist, Whitney?
I am. I do have a background, of course. I worked at MAC. I worked at Sephora. I also did events and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's why you're over there glamored up right quick.
It was my day off and I had a little time. So I brushed my hair for you guys.
I did this in 13 minutes. This is a record.
I feel like this is something we're supposed to talk about like in the beginning of the episode.
We're like, who is Whitney? Now you guys know who she is.
Like
they're like, oh, just this random chick.
The episode starts with like dick, fuck, sex. Fuck,
and then Whitney.
I know. Yeah, man. So sorry about that. But hey, Whitney, I got a couple questions.
Yes.
In-N-Out or Five Guys?
In-N-Out.
Dang shit! Let me get a round of applause for that right quick. Oh shit!
Next question.
Next question. Trey Songz, Luke Bryant.
Oh, Trey Songz is trash. He's like,
oh shit!
But I don't like country music.
All right, so if
have you heard it live though?
No,
that's a good question.
Girl, that's what you got to do. I felt the same way. I felt the same way, and then I'm telling you, these country people, when they're doing it live, it just really fucking gets in there, and you're like, God damn, maybe I do like country.
I don't not like Trey Songz enough to not choose him because I'm such like a huge R&B person. Like that is my shit, like old school R&B, new R&B, like that. I all day, every day. And he does have some bangers, but he's like trash. But Trey Songz. Story of my life. I still pick trash. Anyways, next question.
She likes.
I had another question in my mind actually, and
is Trey Songz an Aries? Let me find out.
All right, so if there was any celebrity, who would you pick?
Any celebrity, what?
For what?
Just any celebrity, who would you pick?
For what?
For a dinner for one night.
That's actually funny because I like the first person that came into my head. And I'm like, I don't even care what the question is. It's always going to be Rihanna. Like,
yeah.
Would you date her, go to dinner with her, let her step on you with her heels, spit on you? Like,
yeah.
I think I would
Right
let her
or
spit on
around,
me.
whatever. Rihanna.
I'm down
The
for the
answer is
spit.
always Rihanna.
I would let her spit on me. I think
Oh my
that would.
gosh.
Yeah, I'm down for the spit. Yeah.
What
Trey
I
Songz is a Sag, by the way, so he's a fire sign. He might as well be an Aries.
What about you, Estela? I don't think we've ever spoke about this. Who's your celebrity like to get spit on?
Oh God.
Maybe not spit on, but who's the celebrity? Like who, if you had to pick one for a dinner for the night?
Fuck, this is really hard. There's so many.
But like one, like it could, like the dinner, like mind you, like the dinner could be like 2 or 3 hours, and the conversation could be anything. Like, all right, so like we spoke about.
If I'm going with conversation and overall person,
That's what it's about. Yeah.
I'm torn. Like on one hand, I have Idris Elba.
Oof.
And on the other hand, I have Chris Evans. It's like, could they be more opposite?
Wait, who's Chris Evans?
Captain America.
Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but he's also like muy inteligente. Okay, he's like, he gives a fuck. Like he's more than just like a hot actor. Like they both are. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah. You have to pick one right now. Hold on, time out. Where's my level?
I might have these guys cross swords. You know what I'm saying?
You got 1 second. Chris Evans, everybody. All right.
You just chose one for me.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, everybody. Hey, Whitney, man, you're the fucking shit. Thank you for being a part of this show today.
Yes, thank you guys.
Whitney.
We really fucking appreciate you and like everything that you had to share with us, and just chiming in and just giving us those bars, because you were dropping bars for a minute. Like I didn't know.
Oh man, thanks guys.
I didn't know these kind of bars were about to be dropped, and
bars and bars.
You do got bars, actually. Matter of fact, hold on, time out. Let me hear you drop some more bars. I don't know why every time I hear this beat, I want to do the like I want to
as he fades away.
I know. Yeah, exactly. It's like the fadeaway laugh. Mm-hmm. Well, everybody, thank you so much
Thank you for joining us.
Watching and listening to episode, what is it? 37. Thank you so much for listening and watching episode 37. And thank you, a special thank you to Whitney for being a part of this show. Whitney, how can everybody follow you on Instagram or socials or?
I have social. My Instagram is Whitney_100, and
because she keeps it 100.
That's right.
Period. And then you can follow my work page, but my information is in my bio if you're interested in getting microblading. I'm out in Long Beach. Holla at your girl.
Holla. And then you'll see her work here advertised for you guys.
I feel like we should make this a clip so that we can highlight the work page.
Oh, for sure. We got her. Clips are coming in hot this week. Oh my fucking God.
I think so too. Well, thank you all once again for watching and listening. And we will catch you all on Tuesday at 12 a.m. Side Friend Chronicles, baby.
And Friday at noon.
Side Friend Slide